Hey, thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Today, I'm going to do an unboxing video. Now this unboxing video is pretty cool because these tools are amazing. So I got this box here. Brown box. Yep, look at that brown box. You're like, wow, that looks amazing, right? So it's not the box that's amazing, it's what's inside. So let's check it out. So, we had some packaging. I'm gonna throw that away. Shipping label, we don't need that either. But what's inside here is amazing. First, let's talk about this. There we go, Capri tools. Got a nice sticker for my cart. We're gonna be putting that on later. Next thing I got is this nice little black bag from Capri Tools. Wonder what's inside. Let's check it out. So we're gonna open this guy up, and what do we see? Well, we see a flap. Let's flip the flap over. Look, it says Capri extra long double box and wrenches. Looks pretty interesting. What do we have here? We have a wrench here, and this is about, I don't know, about 10 inches long. It's a 8mm / 9mm. Ah, very cool. That 9mm is going to come in handy. I don't have anything like that. So 8 and 9. Let's see what else we got. So it looks like we got 8 and 9, 10 and 11, a 12 and 13, a 14, 15, a 16, 18, and a 17, 19. So let's check out this 17, 19 because this is big and we could really get a feel for this. So it's got a very nice feel to it. Feels very strong. It's got a nice shoulder on it to get into those drive pulleys or get inside of a timing cover, right? A fan clutch, well, obviously not this one, but a fan clutch is going to really come in handy with these tools. So these are going to be hanging on the front of my cart, and I can't wait to try them out. And I will show you that as we move along, as I find a use for them. The next thing is a Capri bolt extractor combination wrench set. Let's see what's inside here. Another black bag. A black bag that says Capri Tools. Same thing as the box. So we're gonna open this up, and what do we see? We see I had it upside down. We see another flap. We're gonna flip this flap over, and what do we have in here? We have a set of wrenches. And these wrenches go from 8 to 19 without missing any. So let's look at the number 8 here. Small, kind of hard to tell, but you can see that it is not your ordinary box end wrench. This looks like it fits on a rounded bolt or nut. Got a nice little grabbing open end. So let's look at a long one because a long one's really going to be where you can really see the difference. So let's check out a normal 19mm. There's a 12.19mm box end wrench. Now let's look at the 19mm extractor wrench. See how the curves are kind of offset, and they look just like a rounded nut or bolt. These are going to come in real handy, and I cannot wait to try these out. So being as it goes from 8 to 19 without missing one size, I have a feeling these are going to come in handy very soon. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we are. We talked about the unboxing of these Capri long box wrenches. All right, so now I've had a chance to use them on several things. Used it to break loose a transfer case drain plug with very little clearance to get it out. Normally I'd use a wrench, but this Capri wrench worked really well for that. So we're gonna go on to the 12mm. 12mm helped me with a Honda. Had a starter nut that had very little room to get in, and the way the starter was, normally I would have to get a small box wrench in there because there's not a lot of room. But you see, the 12 millimeter, it's actually thinner than my 12 millimeter box wrench. All right, so I use that to break that nut loose and get that nut off, and also tighten it up. Got to be careful because this is long. This is about 14 inches long for the 12 millimeter. What I like about this Capri set versus my Snap-on set is this Capri here has a 9 millimeter. All right, so we don't use 9 millimeter a lot, but sometimes you need a 9 millimeter because you never know when it's going to be there. So this set, I have to say, the quality of this, I like how thick it is. All right, and these wrenches, they're actually fairly light, considering the length, the strength, the durability, and what it felt like using it. I really like this Capri set, and I actually hung this on my cart, and I use this all the time. Now, these are my go-to wrenches. So I really like that. Thank you, Capri. And then these here, I haven't had a chance to use these, but this is the other set that I got. Now, these are the Capri set. All right, now these are used for rounded nuts or bolts. All right, so it's got all kinds of little indentions here to bite, and then you can see it's got a weird shape inside the box end, and that is to allow you to get onto a rounded nut or bolt. Now we don't deal with these very often, and normally I would get a twist socket. I haven't had a chance to use these yet, but the first chance that I get, I will definitely post something about this. So really recommend that. Now this Capri set, it comes from 8 all the way up to 19, solid set, no missing numbers, and I mean, look at that. I mean, we're talking about, I mean, look at how thick that is. That is really thick there, and a lot of strength and a lot of durability I like in these wrenches. Even the 8 millimeter, I mean the 8 millimeter is pretty darn thick, but it feels really good in the hand. It's really smooth, even though it's square. The feel I have on these is really good, and I like these a lot. So I recommend these if you're going to get a box end wrench. Look up Capri. I will put a link in the description below for these wrenches here, and also for these wrenches here. Now, I'm starting to notice that other companies are starting to come out with this design as well. Very similar design for rounded nuts or bolts. So check these out. Check out the link below, and check out my Instagram for any future uses of these tools. So thanks for checking out Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, you get notified of all of my future content, and also hit the like button, and throw a comment down below if you've used these wrenches, if you like them, if you don't like them, whatever. Let me know your feedback on these wrenches. And check out my Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone for the daily life of a mechanic. I'll see you next time.